Some pain doesn't come from being abandoned. It comes from watching someone leave by choice. No shouting, no slammed doors, just a quiet request that changes everything. Give me what's mine. And just like that, love is reduced to a transaction. The Father understands what those words really mean. They mean distance. They mean absence. They mean a future that no longer includes shared mornings or familiar footsteps in the house. And still, he agrees. Because love that must be forced is not love at all. The son leaves with full pockets and an empty understanding of what he has just given up. At first, the world feels wide, unrestricted, alive. But freedom without belonging doesn't stay warm for long. Money runs out, voices fade, rooms grow quiet. The laughter that once surrounded him disappears the moment there is nothing left to offer. And then comes hunger. Not just the kind that twists the stomach, but the kind that hollows the chest. He feeds pigs, standing ankle-deep in a life he never imagined for himself, and realizes something he tried hard not to think about. No one is coming to save him. Memory becomes cruel in moments like this. He remembers home, not the comfort, not the laughter, just the certainty that there was always enough food, enough safety, enough room to exist without proving anything. So he turns back, not boldly, not confidently. He walks slowly, rehearsing apologies that feel smaller with every step. I am no longer worthy. He doesn't expect forgiveness. He doesn't expect love. Only survival. But the Father has been watching the road. Not every day with hope. Some days only with grief. Some days with anger he never speaks out loud. Some days with memories that hurt too much to touch. And then one day, he sees him, thinner, slower, carrying shame in his posture. And something inside the Father breaks open. He runs, not because the pain is gone, but because love has waited long enough. The Son begins to speak, but the Father is already holding him. Words are unnecessary when presence says everything. The robe is placed gently, not as a reward, but as protection. The ring returns what the Son thought he had lost forever. The sandals remind him he belongs, not as a worker, but as a child. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past. It decides not to let the past have the final word. But not everyone is celebrating. The older brother stands outside, listening to music that feels like betrayal. He stayed, he worked, he did everything right, and still feels unseen. His pain is quieter, sharper. It doesn't ask for attention, it demands fairness. And fairness, when held too tightly, becomes its own kind of prison. The Father goes out to him too, because love does not choose sides. It waits. This story does not end with resolution. We are never told if the older brother enters the house, because some endings are left open, not for comfort, but for honesty. Maybe the hardest truth is this: forgiveness is not gentle, it is not easy, and it is rarely fair. But it is the only thing that can bring someone home, and the only thing that can keep a heart from growing cold.